9 minutes motivation at 9 a.m. is inspired by me and sponsored by happy customers. Happy customers keeps your customers happy. I am Deepak here, and my life is beautiful and stay on top of the world because I work as worship. Just came to know about this real-time story. I think it's worth sharing with all of you. There was this 27-year old young man of 27 years, and he had got into this habit of cocaine, to take cocaine, for the drug substance. And one of the top richest families from London, and very rich father. He owned the biggest skyscrapers, one of the biggest skyscraper in London. Very rich, filthy rich, that those kind of people. And he had picked up this cocaine habit, and he was under rehabilitation. And so that rehabilitation, maybe the director or somebody was talking with him as he was recovering, and almost he was rehabilitated. So I said, "What happened? Why is so much anger in you? What has made you to take to this cocaine and all these things?" The young man said, "See, my father is very rich. When I was 12, I got a bike. When I was something 16, 17, I got a car. When I turned 20 or 21, actually I got a helicopter. So everything was given to me like on a platter. So there was, so I couldn't prove myself, or I couldn't prove to anybody I'm worth something. And I don't have an identity. And I'm very angry with my father for this, that he has given me so much. And initially I liked all these things, but I realized at 27, I'm nobody actually. So all these things were talking. The man from the rehabilitation center said, I agree that this is what you have gone through, but your dad's intention may not have been that. His intention may would have been that if he has struggled in life, why should you go through? You should have all the luxuries of life. Maybe whatever it may be, intention of any parent is never wrong. Maybe actions are wrong. Why are you holding? And even if it's true, everything you can't blame to your father. No. You're 27. You have your own intelligence. You could have thought about 100 things. You have multiple choices. Why only blame your father? And with this, you want to live your entire life blaming one man for whatever you are going through or what you have gone through. Does it really make sense? And the man left from there, it seems. 3 years later, this man receives a letter from South Africa. Says, I've been on the world tour after that meeting with you. But what all you said really hit me very hard. It touched me also. I realized my mistakes. And I've been touring the world, meeting a lot of people. Right now, I'm in South Africa. So one of those times, I came to India, a small village called Bastar. I think it's Bihar. And there I was there with my interpreter who was with me all the time. I saw an poor farmer farming in the field, completely drenched in his sweat. And there was his family next to under the tree waiting for him to come for the lunch. And I saw those 4 or 5 of them having gala time. They're laughing and giggling, and the little ones were running in the field. And the farmer was chasing them, and this and the. So he looked so happy, and he was such a poor farmer. So as I was touring the entire place, and I saw this, it really struck me. So I went to this man and asked, and told my interpreter to tell him what I'm going to speak to him. I told him, you have nothing. You don't even have complete, fully dressed clothes on your body. Your children look actually not very, uh, the so-called healthy, and those pumpy ones which we see otherwise, all skinny, and your wife also is not wearing the best of, is not wearing any ornaments on her body, and nothing you have. What makes you so happy? I'm really wondering about it. What makes you so happy? Nothing. The interpreter told this to the farmer what this man is trying to convey. And it seems the farmer replied, what? You say, I don't have anything. I have nothing, you said. Are you crazy? I have my family. What else I want in my life? I work hard. I don't have time to be worried. I am working, whatever money come, whatever we grow on that we eat, extra is being sold, and we are living a very beautiful life. What are you think I don't have? I have my family. What else I want? The moment interpreter told this to this young man who was not 30, 31, he couldn't believe what he heard. He says, he writes in that letter, he straight away went to London, met his father, hugged his father, and it seems they cried for hours together. And that day he realized how important it is to have a family in life. It's not about the money, it's not about the wealth, it's not about the name, fame. It's ultimately the family where you come back, share everything, or you may not share everything. Irrespective of that, your family understands. They might shout at times, they might offend you with some statement, they might taunt you at times. But think about, if you don't have a family to go back every night, what life it would be. You can have cars and bungalows and factories and posts and positions, and if you don't have a family to go back, for me, family is like a shock absorber. You go back home and they will absorb all your shock, all that pressure, stress that you're taken from the entire world. Where do you release it finally? Family only, no? Valid, invalid, reasonable, unreasonable, intentional, unintentional. But don't you think families actually absorb all our stress and pressure? I know sometimes I come back home, and as I'm sitting on the dining table, Vaishali will ask, everything okay? You look little disturbed, stressed. I said, yeah, today anything is it did not go well today. I said, okay, nothing. Just be like that. It's okay. And of course, I don't shout anymore in the house or scream, but I have seen and known about people where they shout. But that's what's supposed to be a family, right? It absorbs your shock. It's a shock absorber for you. It's stress reliever for you. It may not be a right way. It may be sometimes very ugly way. It all happens. But even then, next day morning, we start getting up in the morning and we start the day knowing we all are together. What a blessing to have a family in life, right? You can go on the world tour and finally you want to go back home. How many of us, all of us, you've gone to the best of the places in the world? You've gone for 21 days Europe tour, you're going to Australia, you're going to Disneyland, you're going to whole India tour. But finally, you want to come back to your home, to your family, to share all the beauty, all that you have learned, enjoyed, understood, experienced, exposed yourself to. And the most beautiful sleep eventually you'll get in your own bed, even it is not the most luxurious of the house or the resort that you stayed in somewhere outside when you went for the trip. The most amazing place in the world is to be in your own family, with your family. And all of us have it. Let's recognize it. Let's feel grateful and feel blessed. We have families together. We have a family to go back to. What a blessing it is to have a family to go back to, irrespective of however you would have thought till now, just for a moment. It won't be easy for all of us to go and keep telling everybody thank you. They will ask what happened to you suddenly. Maybe in the heart, in some corners of your heart today. But as you listen to me, close your eyes and say thanks to your family, thanks to your parents, thanks to your sibling, thanks to your house, thanks to the God that you have family to come back to, your family to go back to with a belief. Let's have this beautiful day. Here we go together.
All I can I
Guys, go get set and grow. You.